Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another nerdy episode of another nerdy talk show where we talk nerd. I forgot to clap. I don't care. Sorry, it's been a while, guys. We just got back from MegaCon. We had a good time. We got a lot to talk about, as well as some new stuff here. A little bit of a heads up. We will not be covering anything Star Wars Celebration until next week during our Star Wars Celebration special. So just be aware of that. Yeah, pretty much that. But anyway, tonight we got news reports about... I'm sorry, I goofed there. We have trailers for Blam, Blue Beetle, Spiderman Across the Spiderverse, Secret Invasion, and Barbie. Never has it come to a point where we see a bunch of old men talking about Barbie. Yeah, it never has. Secondly, after prolonging the fate of E3, it finally has been decided that it will be canceled this year. What are our thoughts? Find out tonight. And we got some news of a reunion for the cast of School of Rock. 20 years since the movie aired, and they want to come back and do it again. I feel so old right now. Plus, we have Jablonski and Kuma talking about their experiences with the D&D movie and the Super Mario Brothers movie. We'll also be showing off some of our stories from MegaCon, and so on and so on. All that and more tonight on another Nerdy Talk Show. We'll be right back. Welcome back to another Nerdy Talk Show where we talk nerd. I'm here tonight so far with my loyal host there. And look at that, I'm doing this from a different angle. Ain't that nice? I think it is. That's beautiful. Anyway, welcome back to the show, Jablonski.
Hey.
And a happy Easter to you all.
Yep.
But yeah, so how have you been?
I've been doing
anyway,
all right.
I just got back from MegaCon and I just got really tired, and I'm really tired. Also, I got 2 cupcakes.
Oh, aren't you special?
Yep, I got one for you, one for me.
Yay.
Take it. Jablonski, stop playing, being stupid, and take the cupcake.
I'm trying to.
You want the cupcake, don't you? You want that cupcake?
Damn straight, I want that
cupcake. You want that cupcake badly. You best come and get it. Come on, get the cupcake.
You're gonna have to wait on that one until July.
You don't want the cupcake? Okay, fine. I'll eat it myself. And I get put extra frosting on that one for you too. It has a Hershey Kiss on there. Anyway, been having a good week?
Better or worse?
Really? Better or worse? Going out to see movies? Going out to see stuff? Hey dudes. Hey, it's Sarah Bear.
Yeah.
How you doing, Sarah Bear?
Yeah, I saw Mario and I saw Dungeons and Dragons, but we're talking about that later.
Yep. Dude, you're missing out on these cupcakes. Yeah. Always love having a beer. Anyway, Cruz will be joining us tonight. We have a lot to talk about for MegaCon. I got a whole bag of sunshine right here. Check out this year's design. It's Superman. Super duper man.
Super duper.
Is that a superhero? Super duper man.
I can't say for certain.
I gotta look that up. Super duper man. There's gotta be one called Super duper man. Oh my god, there is one. Let me see here. Super duper man. He's like an imitation Superman with a post-it note on his stomach. So let's see if we can get some mystery here. Super Duper Man is a satirical story by Harvey Kurtzman and Wally Wood that was published in the 4th issue of Mad, lampooning both Superman and Captain Marvel. It revolutionized the types of stories seen in Mad, leading to greatly improved sales, such as Alan Moore having cited the story as an influence. So I'm going to read Super Duper Man's backstory. And I can imagine it's probably going to be good because it's rat. Because, you know. Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
The plot parallels the Superman scenario of the period. I'm going with Wikipedia. Clark Bent is a lowly assistant to the copy boy at the Daily Dirt newspaper, where he tries unsuccessfully to woo the disgusted Lois Payne. The less I know about the lowest pain, the better. Meanwhile, an unknown monster is stalking the streets of the city. Bent changes into Super Duper Man to help save the day, but boy reporter Billy Spaffon reveals himself
Yeah,
to be
I
the
heard.
monster Captain Marbles. Captain Marbles.
Yeah, I heard. Lowest pain is real pain in the dick.
Let me see if you know what's going on here. Super Duper Man is unable to harm Captain Marbles until he provokes Marbles into punching himself in the head. Hoping this victory will be enough to sway Payne, he reveals his alter ego, only to be rejected again. The story closes with Payne's put down. Once a creep, always a creep. Cut strip
Ouch.
subverts the admirable image of the superhero. Clark Kent uses his X-ray vision to peer into the women's bathroom, and Captain Marbles has abandoned good deeds for the pursuit of money. The conflict between two characters also parodies the National Comics publication versus Fawcett Publications trial. Oh my god, you love that stuff there. It's kind of like when you look at like that image of the first Spider-Man costume and you wonder, did Marvel steal that idea?
Yeah.
You ever seen that like the first Spider-Man costume? It's like it was at a costume store across from Marvel Studios, and it's like yellow and shit.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you think? You think Marvel stole that idea based on what they saw?
Yeah, I could see it.
I mean, like you look at stuff and you think back at something, and it's like be it an old video game or like one of those things that's just like ingrained in your head, and you want to make something that's a parody of that. It's like when you look at like One Punch Man, it's like it's clearly like modeled after Wampa Man or something like that.
Yeah.
It's the little things. I like how people like make things based on the little things. Please excuse me, I'm still getting over a cold. Anyway,
Yeah.
anyway, let's talk about superhero movies because we all know Cruiser likes talking about that, so that's why we're doing it without him here.
Yeah.
So, our first movie we're talking about is The Blue Beetle. I said The Blue Beetle.
Yeah.
Blue fucking
I
Beetle?
heard you.
Hold on a second. I gotta do this thing because I'm not really that always good with that stuff. The Blue Beetle. So, oh, there we go. First of all, I like this poster.
Oh yeah.
When they revealed this poster, I think it was at DC Fandom, I believe. I could be wrong. It might have been like New York Comic Con or something. I always like the quality of the Blue Beetle logo. Now, what do you know about the Blue Beetle?
Not too much actually.
Go on. As I eat another cupcake.
Yeah, mostly is that it's actually I don't really know too much. I'm not big on DC, so I can't really say with any kind of authority.
Well, there's like three of them, right? There's the new one, the old one with the blue suit and the gun, and there's like a second one. I can't really remember too much details about his suit. It's all about the suit. Mm.
Yeah, for the most part.
What are you doing?
And not much.
You were going low for a second. What are you doing? The limbo stuff?
Yeah.
All right, so here's what we got here. I thought the trailer looked really good, and the plot goes as following: after Jamie Reyes, played by Solo Lo Maridun, yeah, another name I'm never gonna pronounce right. So XOLO Mary Duena. Correct if wrong.
I think that sounds about right.
Graduates from college and returns to his hometown, Palmera City. He is chosen to become a symbolic host to the Scarab, an ancient alien biotechnical relic that grants him a powerful exoskeleton armor, turning him into the superhero Blue Beetle. First of all, his relative, I think, was his uncle, at the end of the trailer saying, "Batman is a fascist." Just killed me. Oh my god, Batman. Why you gotta be that dude?
Yeah, it sounds about right for him.
He's gotta be that man. The Batman. But like, What I liked about this, I'm not too familiar with this hero for all, but like I do remember him mainly when I was introduced to him in that one episode of Batman: The Brave and the Bold, when him and the Blue Beetle go to that one planet filled with the amoeba people, and him trying to find the original Blue Beetle.
Yeah.
But we mentioned this project a lot. Kuma had a lot of knowledge in Blue Beetle, but I like the character's thing. Like he imagines it, he can make his appendages into it. Like he imagines his hand being a sword. It's a fucking sword. I like how the Beetle can create weapons like projectiles and how he can fly. The suit itself looks amazing.
Oh yeah, for sure. They treated that suit like real damn good.
That's some Iron Man shit right there.
Yeah.
It looks like it came directly from the comic. I do like how he's just launched into space.
Yeah, I know.
It's like I'm in space. Shit. I forgot what was the name of the AI in the Blue Beetle suit.
I can't remember.
Let's see, the Blue Beetle AI. I think that I don't know if they said in the movie. What is the name of the Blue Beetle AI? I guess it's just the Scarab, but yeah, I think it's just the Scarab. Here, I like how it's got like one of those like Spider-Man suit personalities. Oh, we'll be getting to Spider-Man soon. But yeah, are you planning on taking a look at it when it comes out?
I might.
I might too. I like its zaniness. I like how DC's getting more out there right now with different ideas.
Yeah,
Um,
it's like I'm not seeing the Flash for the obvious reasons.
yeah.
As much as I would love to, I just can't come to terms with seeing it.
No, really. Prince Goldfish, I'll be having you on in a couple of moments after we talk about this next trailer, just so we can get a little bit of a thing there. But yeah, if you want to do it, we'll see it there. Blue Beetle will come out on HBO Max in, I'm sorry, or as I wrote down in my script, airs on HBO Mac on August 18th, 2023. There we go, HBO Mac. That's what we're calling it from now on. So let's talk about the next one that we were all excited about. I like seeing the fan art of the Blue Beetle and Miles Morales just chilling with each other about them getting the same trailer on the same day.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, the fan art's good. But yeah, we're talking about Across the Spider-Verse. And boy, is there a lot of Spider-Man to
yay!
go around. So, the plot. Let's go down the plot here. When Miles Morales is unexpectedly approached by his friend and love interest Gwen Stacy to complete a mission to save every universe of spider people from a mysterious new villain who could cause a catastrophic disaster, or as we already know, is the Spot. Miles is up for the challenge. He and Gwen journey through the multiverse together and meet his protectors, a group of spider people known as Spider Society, led by Miguel O'Hara. However, Miles finds himself at odds with Miguel and the Spider Society on how to handle the threat. Um, Geez, we got a lot of people attached to this. Spider Woman is in there. Spider Punk, Spider Man India is gonna be in it.
Yeah,
We got a shot of Mayday.
yeah.
Oh my god, Mayday! I was not expecting them to include Girl as a child.
Um,
Does that mean Mary Jane is dead?
no,
He can't have sex, can he?
it's, no, Spider-Man can.
No, he's like filled with radiation. Anytime he bangs somebody, he kills them, doesn't he?
Not that I'm aware of.
Could have swore that was in a comic. That's gonna be another Google thing. Can Spider-Man have sex? Spider-Man can have 8. Spider-Man can have sex, and given that he was a human to begin with, Peter Parker must really feel the urge to. But prolonged exposure to his radioactive bodily fluids can kill the recipient of his tender Spidey lovin'. Spider-Man fucks people to death. That's just there's no way around that one. But
When he isn't holding back.
oh my god, I don't even want to know what his BDSM sessions are like. Anyway, so this trailer was this is a movie we're all highly anticipating because Sony is living off of Spider-Man royalties right now. So
Yeah,
but what we got here, I like the the thing that really stands out for me, like the original Spider-Man thing, aside from the story, is the art style.
Oh, for sure.
Oh yeah,
Absolutely.
the design for the Spot. First of all, I like how they're using the Spot. God, I like he's a really creepy looking villain. I don't know much about him, but I know what he does. But I love his design. Tetraphobe, Trypophobias beware. The Spot is covered in holes. That's all he is. He's just holes. Like in the I'm always confused here about the Spot here. Is he a guy in a super suit or is he an alien?
Okay, so the at least this is just a comic book version. Because we don't know what's going on with this one in particular, is that he uh the person that turns into the Spot, he found himself in what was called the hole dimension.
Yeah.
And he got kind of caught up in that, and
Sexy.
his abilities more say go around are about he puts a hole in one spot, one area, his hand comes out another.
Yeah, he's thinking with portals essentially.
Essentially.
And his whole
But
body
this
is like
is just covered in spots.
yeah, he can also shoot spots that can like project, right?
I think so. The one thing though that this movie is kind of implying is that he probably just got his powers.
Oh yeah, I noticed that too. When he's in like the grocery store and he's trying to figure shit out.
Yeah, he's trying to get money outside of the ATM,
Yeah, that's really
but
good.
instead he's just going after like the loaf of bread or whatever.
Oh yeah, that's right. Like I think I hallucinated this, but it opened up with the chest logos of every previous Spider-Man.
That was the international trailer.
Okay, if that's, I think I had a feeling I got that wrong, but wouldn't that be cool if they all were in this movie?
Huh?
If they got Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, and Tom Holland in on this movie.
It's possible. They do reference Tom Holland. They essentially reference No Way Home.
Yeah, I mean they did. Well, No Way Home referenced Spider-Verse.
Kind of, sort of.
There's got to be a black Spider-Man out there somewhere. It's kind of sad because
Look at Miles in the corner. Hey, so
hey, no, he just says hey.
yeah.
But like, but it's funny because his voice actor, Miles's voice actor from the movie was at MegaCon.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I didn't get a chance to meet him. He was taking the spot that Ahsoka Tano's voice actress was like ruling. But more on that later. But yeah, the point is, I like the different designs here. I like all the Spider-Men just coming together, like the one that's in therapy at the end. And he's just
Oh
complaining
yeah,
about his Uncle Ben.
yeah. It's like, and let me guess, he died.
Then they just come through there like I like what, but yeah, the art style really is what got me here. I mean, like I like that choppy like motion they have there as well as
Yeah,
everything. I also heard that the Vulture is gonna be in this as well.
yeah, yeah.
And that's gonna be sick.
Also too, fucking okay. So everyone has done the Spider-Man point to death.
Oh yeah, that you.
However, they actually made it in this movie. They actually made it funny. It's like
Again, no,
capture
that
Spider-Man.
correction. They made it funny again.
Yeah, they made it funny again. But
Oh my god, that was the thing.
it's
They
like
never you. I like how no matter how many times they make that meme, it gets tired. You're tired of it, but you still love it.
Yeah, and I also like that Miguel is actually the perfect, probably the best foil for
Miles.
him, for Miles. Yeah, because you have Miles who, well, yes, apparently has been Spider-Man for a while.
Hey, Kuma's here.
He's still optimistic. He's still thinking, yeah, I can actually make a difference. And
Kuma, what's up,
Miguel, who
man?
has seen it all,
Kuma, we're talking about
is like,
across the Spider Verse.
Sweet. Hey, can't wait for
and
this.
Yeah, Miguel, who's seen it all, is like, no, you don't know what being Spider-Man is really like. It is not an easy task. Essentially, you're going to be sad for the rest of your fucking life.
I feel is just I feel is just like a big take to like, oh, just because you have powers doesn't mean you are the real Spider-Man and things like that. Because like I know like Spider-Man has to go through like a family member of sorts, usually his uncle or
Yeah,
That
something
what she
like
did in the
that. Like
first movie.
yeah,
I have a
was his uncle. Yeah,
yeah, and he lost his. He technically didn't he lose his uncle in the last movie, Miles? Technically,
Yeah, he did.
he did.
But
Yeah, he did.
uh,
Kingpin straight up.
yeah,
yeah.
here's the thing though, and this is kind of what's irking me a little bit. It's like, oh yeah, we've lost an uncle or a family member at one point or another. In every iteration with involving Miles, it's his dad that dies.
Oh, that's
Mhm.
what I was afraid of.
So
Was what that's what I'm afraid is going to happen. They're going to kill his dad.
we and it's like he already lost his uncle, so it's like he already lost had suffered a great loss.
No, yeah, but I know like how in the video game his father also dies in that as
Yeah,
well too.
that's what I
Like
said. Every iteration of the Miles Spider-Man, his father's the one that dies.
Oh yeah.
yeah, but I guess they like for the movie, I guess they made it his uncle just so it's more
Yeah,
Spider.
Also, Miguel is failing Spanish class. Isn't he like Hispanic? Doesn't his mom speak
yeah.
Spanish?
No, Miles is Puerto Rican and African
Oh,
American.
oh yeah. His mother speaks Spanish though, doesn't she? I was.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
he does,
his
but
mother
like
does.
the yeah, he does like he also speaks Spanish, but like his mother also does as well too. But like it's a thing that like the Spanish that they teach in school is basically not the same Spanish that Mexicans, Puerto Ricans, or like
Oh,
any
oh
other
yeah, yeah. I
like
see what you're.
Yeah, it's like he knows Spanish, but a different kind of like an off branch of it.
yeah, it's more like speaking Spanish from Spain than like speaking Spanish in Mexico, kind of
Oh
like.
yeah,
Yeah,
there's like two different like there's like different
like
pronunciations. It's like
it's
an
still
accent.
Spanish, but it's not a specific kind of
Yeah,
Spanish.
Yeah, like certain words are like either have like certain one word mixed together or like certain words are said a certain way.
I was gonna
Different
say.
dialects as well.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing there. I want to see. I like how they're billing like Miguel as like kind of like a. I can't say he's going anti-hero. What do you think? You think he would have like an
Not
anti-hero?
anti-hero. He's more
No.
of he's just this opposing force of he's seen it all, he knows it, and he's trying to tell Miles, no, you can't change this. You can't change this. This is what happens with all Spider-Man. With all Spider-Man
Yeah,
at
I
one
feel
point or another.
like it's gonna be that's part of the issue, but also like so I think the one thing also with this movie is that like we're supposed to think that I guess the Spider-Man before him that died,
No.
I guess we're supposed to think that he was already affiliated with the Spider-Verse of sorts.
Yeah, the
Because
Spider Society.
like yeah, like I feel like all of them are like they're associated together. It's just that Miles hasn't brought in because like they didn't know that the other Spider-Man before him passed or something like that. So I feel like it's a whole thing of like
Mm.
them trying to figure out who he is as well too.
Yeah.
Another like oh you're Spider-Man, but what Spider-Man are you? I feel like that's going to be another
Oh
take
yeah.
on like his identity becoming a hero, so to speak.
I'm surprised. I hope in this movie we get to see what happened with Spider-Man 67. I hope
Yeah, that's going to be interesting.
that. But like there was actually one here. I'm actually surprised they're bringing in Spider-Man India, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
I would love it if we saw if we got a hint of Web Weaver. That's the iteration of Spider-Man that's actually a gay Spider-Man.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Web Weaver. I love that guy's costume. How it's like the yellow.
I
How it's
know,
like
right?
that yellow
So cool.
spider.
I know it's so freaking badass because like it's supposed to be that this isn't Peter Parker, but like a friend of another friend of Peter Parker's that gets bitten by a radioactive spider as well too, and I think Peter also does or something like that. But Web Weaver ends up like joining. I believe it's Hope Van Dyne. Like she has like some sort of like fashion empire or like some fashion
Yeah.
industry. So like
He wants to be
he joins them and like is able to like make this elaborate costume, which I do actually love because it's like this nice yellow, black, and like gold
yeah.
or something like that.
Yeah, it's like that friggin' like I said, it's like one of those golden yellow spiders that you see there. If you and aside his suit being badass, can you the comic book cover they gave you where he's just strutting down that walkway with him dragging the shocker behind him? That's just fucking
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
intense.
Yeah, it's bad.
It's actually funny
Like
because
yeah, the character is awesome.
oh yeah, you actually I was showing Jablonski one time this new Spider-Man's Venom suit. I forgot what the name of it
Nice.
was, but it's like purple and it's more horrifying. Let me see if I can look it up real quick before I bring in Prince Goldfish. Let me see here. Jablonski, you know the one I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
I think it's called Dream Spider. Look up Dream Spider. It looks fucking awesome. She's amazing. She's like if the Carnage and the Venom suit just fused into one.
This this is my is a big ass dog. Say
That's
hi,
a
buddy.
big boy.
Hello,
He's a big puppy.
puppy boy. Okay, I'm bringing in our
He
caller here. We got a caller of Prince Goldfish. I'm gonna bring him in here.
is.
Let's bring him in here. Kuma, I love that shirt, by the way. Prince Goldfish, you're on Ants.
But I need to let him back in.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
How are you guys tonight?
We're having a good night so far. We are discussing the recent trailers for Blue Beetle and Spider-Man. I want to know which trailer. What did you think of the Across the Spider-Verse trailer and the Blue Beetle trailer?
I've not seen the Blue Beetle trailer yet, so I can't give my honest opinion on that yet. But I did see the Across the Spiderverse, and I cannot wait.
Oh yeah, I can't either. It's gonna be sick.
Did you see the PS5 costume Easter egg in the trailer?
Yeah, I did see PS4 Spider-Man game costume in there somewhere as well. That a little cameo.
That was cool. I loved seeing that because that was the first true Spider-Man game I played.
Oh really?
I had the Game Boy Advance copy of Spider-Man 2,
Ooh.
but I could never get past the stupid pizza mission on that.
Interesting.
So
I had Spider-Man 2 on the GameCube, so I got had a win there. Thank you, Mom.
lucky, you're lucky. The GameCube version was way easier than Game Boy.
It was also better. Dude, let me put it like this way. Any version of the Spider-Man game, of a Spider-Man game, or pretty much, you guys, Jablonski, Kuma, you can agree with me, any game was better than the version on Game Boy, most likely.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I barely play like big names on Game Boy besides like the Nintendo one.
Yeah.
So, I have a question for you, Evan. Did you play Resident Evil on GameCube?
No, I didn't actually. I'm not really much of a horror game kind of guy, but I have been interested in trying it the remake because it's on the Switch platform. Cruiser's been wanting me to do it for a while.
Do you remember the chainsaw controller for GameCube for Resident Evil?
Oh my God, Cruiser had that.
He did?
Yeah, he sold it on eBay for a good amount of money.
Wow.
I will say.
Hey Evan, if you do end up playing it, playing Resident Evil 4 on Switch, shoot the lake.
Yeah, if I'm playing it, dude, I know about the lake.
God damn it,
dude! Everybody knows everything that happens there. It's like the Resident Evil 4 is
No,
it's like
no, they don't. No, they don't. Nah, if you watch any new Twitch streamer and all like that, they have no idea about the lake because all their chat
you're
keeps
right.
saying,
You are right. You have a
yeah,
point.
because all their chat is right there going like, shoot the lake, shoot the lake, shoot the lake. And everyone's going like,
I'm trying to get
lake.
a village. I'm trying to get Resident Evil Village for the PlayStation 5 because my friend had it, and it looks actually kind of fun to me. Getting to shoot a little demon doll.
Why don't you take a closer look?
What?
Anyway, what's funny is that what was I gonna say? The remake of the first Resident Evil, I want to say I like what they do with the famous scene that scared everybody in the original one. It's the scene where you're in the hallway and the dogs come through the window. But in the remake, the developers knew how infamously scary that was, so they troll everybody who's in that room. When you go in there, nothing happens. And then you come back, it's like, shit! But yeah, I was playing Resident Evil 4. I was watching my girlfriend play Resident Evil 4 last night, the remake, and
Oh wow!
she was having a thing there. I think it's because it was the PS4 version, but I don't like what Leon's like low definition look. I think it's because it's PS4, but I could be wrong. I might be reading too deep into it. I thought it still played well.
So before I go, I wanted to say two things.
Okay.
I get to meet a film icon at Comic-Con this year.
Wait, hold on. Comic-Con.
Wait, what?
Fan Expo, Comic-Con, same thing.
No, I thought you were gonna say San Diego Comic-Con. I was gonna say what?
No, Fan Expo.
Oh, really?
I get to meet Christopher Lloyd.
Oh yeah,
Nice.
Cruiser's met him. He's a good dude.
Great Scott, Morty!
You called that thing there? I just got back from MegaCon, which was a Fan Expo event. I just met Sam Raimi.
Oh, he's coming here. I'm getting my copy of Spider-Man 3 signed.
Oh, there you go. That guy knows what he's doing with Spider-Man. I'll show you my other autographs later on tonight on the stream. But yeah, dude, I'm gonna kick you out right here. But yeah, I want to thank you for coming on. You're amazing.
All right,
Always
have
love
a
having
good
you
night,
on.
guys.
Yep.
Peace.
Okay, I'm gonna show you what Dream Spider looks like, Kuma, real quick. Because it looks freaking awesome. You remember the one me showing you this, right, Jablonski? Dream Spider. Jablonski.
Yeah.
Do you remember me showing you the Dream Spider?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna just send this to Kuma real quick. Hold on. This thing looks freaking cool. Okay, there you go. Look at this costume. I sent you a messenger. I'm gonna bring it up for you guys. Just what?
I think I've seen this before.
I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, like, let me bring it up for you guys here so you guys can see what it looks like, because it looks fucking cool. I like how the burning eyes.
I've seen it before. I've seen it before. I didn't think it was a Venom suit. For some reason, I thought it was more like there is a Spider-Man like suit where like he does get like some sort of like it's not the Ghost Spider outfit. It's like another one. Like it's this demon or something like it. It's either a demon or some sort of dark.
I forgot that the Ghost Spider suit. But anyway, I digress. Spider-Man Across the Spiderverse will be coming out on June 2nd, 2023. Be there or be a trapezoid. So, with that said, let's talk about another Marvel movie trailer that came out. One that I'm not really interested in, but I just want to bring it up just for the sake of bringing it up, and that was Secret Invasion.
Yay!
Yes. I'm wondering how Marvel is going to either make this good or butcher the ever living fuck out of it.
So,
I have a feeling like we're gonna do a whole like recap of each movie, but like it's gonna be maybe from a different perspective, like of another Shield agent or like another undercover character. Or something
No,
like that.
actually,
Like,
okay. No, that's not what's going to happen. Thankfully, funny enough, and I'm actually glad they're doing this. They're giving this more of a look of the Winter Soldier, which more of like a spy thriller.
well, actually, can I just
yeah.
can I actually have the plot right here just to bring it up here just for those who don't know.
Yep.
Samuel Jackson returns as Nick Fury as he uncovers a conspiracy for a group of shape-shifting Skrulls to infiltrate Earth in positions of power around the world, recruiting Everett K. Ross, Maria Hill, and Talos to stop it and save humanity. You guys may remember the Skrulls made their first appearance in Captain Marvel and have made other appearances in WandaVision, Spider-Man Far From Home, and they are also set to appear on Season 2 of Loki and What If. There's 6 episodes of this series coming out. But, yeah,
So there is more to it than that.
Yeah.
Um,
The basic rundown there.
so no, that's the synopsis they gave you. However, if you're familiar with the story, which probably a lot of you aren't, Secret Invasion is essentially a lot of the because of their homeworld essentially being destroyed, Nick Fury had them come to Earth to kind of just hang out until he managed to find another world that they can inhabit and live on. And a few of them got really sick of waiting. It's like, yeah, no, fuck this. We're just gonna take what we got right here. And Nick, rest of y'all, fuck you. And they go and just try to take over. And then they tried to copy a bunch of superheroes, which I think with this they're not going to do just because it's too much money.
Well, you'd be
Oh
surprised.
yeah, that's why they're gonna be like showing us like them getting close or somewhat affiliated in Shield is what I mean. Because I like I said with like a recap, I feel like we're gonna be getting like all the movies, but like from a different perspective, like from either a scroll agent or like someone watch all go down and it's like they're taking notes of the whole thing, kind of like basically the scrolls being like an agent or someone that in Shield already, because like how Talos is like the other Fury.
Yeah.
Like I feel like we'll have something similar to that, like like another group of agents that are all scrolls that work directly under him or something. But I'm also seeing it as like how they might develop them getting powers and all like that. Like I feel like they might stumble on like some sort of juice, because I know in the comic, not how they originally get their powers. I know from a Deadpool comic they tried to like clone Deadpool and make scrolls out of him, but the only thing that they couldn't copy was his cancer, because like that's the reason he has the healing factor.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, they couldn't. But there is a theory going around, and I honestly do believe that this is what they're going to be heading towards. We're getting Super Scroll.
Oh yeah, Super
I think
Scroll is
that.
definitely going to be up there.
No, I think it'll either be a thing that'll come, or it'll just be like a mini boss or something like that. Maybe.
No, because he was the head of the whole thing.
You think he might show up in
Yeah,
the?
that's what I mean. I mean, like the movie.
I was gonna say, you think you guys might see him in the series?
Oh, I think we already have to an extent. Because the dude that like reaches out and like tendrils come out like Groot.
Yeah.
I believe that is Super Scroll.
I wouldn't be surprised. One casting choice I saw in here was Dom Cheadle returning back as Rhodey, which I thought was pretty cool.
You see him in the trailer.
Yeah, I'm surprised because I think he said he didn't want to. He was gonna retire from the role. Yeah.
Maybe.
Probably not. I don't know if retire was the right word. Maybe cut back.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think he's still contracted to do a few more movies as.
I guess so. That's the thing.
He's still going to be a war machine. He's still going to be in Machine Wars or whatever that thing was.
Nice. But yeah, if you guys are looking forward to this series, it's
Armor Wars. That's what it was named.
It's going to be set on June 21st, 2023. Be there or be a trapezoid. So yes, now let's step away from superheroes and talk about the one movie that. Okay, let me just put it like this. My dad's saw this trailer all the way through, and he said, this budget could have gone to many things, many different charities, maybe some money to cure a disease, but nope, we made Barbie into a movie.
Hey, to be fair, Trolls is technically a successful movie brand.
So here we are, three adult men talking about the Barbie movie trailer. Okay.
Find it funny that Michael Cera's character is Alan.
Yeah. So
Michael Cera's part of it too. That's what also made.
Yeah. I do. So I saw the trailer. First of all, I'm with Jablonski. It just feels empty without the Barbie girl song. I'm sorry.
Though I understand why it's not in the movie.
Well, isn't like the song like more like kind of risque or something like that, and this is more based on the doll.
Extremely risque.
Yeah.
And I usually say zero. I do it. I say it as a joke that 0 out of 10, no aqua. Even though knowing full well it's not in the movie because it's really fucking sexual.
Yeah.
And just
Yeah,
think, us as kids were singing along to it for no reason. Not a care in the fucking world.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like even the lyrics do that like barely make sense half the time as well too.
Yeah, it's kind of why. It also explains why "C'est La Vie" got away with so much. Yeah, you know that song.
So this trailer, I can't deny that the people that are in the movie clearly know what this is and are not really taking it too seriously, but are still having fun with it.
Which is a good thing.
I mean, like Barbie. What can you really make out of her that isn't, like essentially an already made movie, essentially? Because
Yeah.
like you have Barbie and then like the iteration of Barbie. So like either you would follow one of those and be like, oh, Barbie's an astronaut, or oh, Barbie something
Yeah.
something something, or explain why she has so many jobs.
I know, like
that would be more of an interesting movie.
Yeah, what was the ending joke of the trailer? Everybody wants to get up on Ken.
I think something like that.
Let's just face it, Ryan Gosling as Ken is the best character so far.
I really want to know how they pitched this idea to several of the characters. I get maybe Margot Robbie interested, but like just like getting like wondering about like which guy would be good to play Ken and be like, oh, which guy in Hollywood would be good at playing a dickless genderless
metrosexual dude.
Yeah, thank you. That's the word I was trying to look for. I was like, what sexual thing was it? Yeah, because like essentially, like he has like the platinum blonde hair.
He has like the cut shirt, open shirt with those shorty shorts.
Yeah. Oh god.
I will say I do like this one joke where it shows Barbie getting out of her shoes and her feet are in that tiptoe position that the doll had.
Oh yeah, I saw a post saying like, how is that out of the Barbie no brand is trying to jump on the like we don't got Gucci, Chanel, or like like all the high off brands, like clothing brands and all like that.
Yeah.
Like someone was saying like, how come no one didn't jump on this to get like a sweet deal and all that? And someone goes like, because this is for the little girls that got their first heels in Easter baskets.
Oh my
god! Those
Easter baskets.
Toy heels. Well, yeah, because like you would get a princess bag for like a Easter basket and all like that, and has like all the little princess stuff into it.
Well, it is Easter. I like how you're sticking to that theme as well.
No, because that's what some would get as a gift. Like that's what one of the gifts was in a girl's Easter bag. Like one of the
of course, yeah.
Yeah, it would have like a little tiara, like maybe a little wand or something like that.
Yeah.
But it always had like these crappy plastic high heels.
Oh, you know those too, huh?
Yeah, right? Like friggin'. But let's just face it, yeah, Ryan Gosling. I want that shot of him dressed as Ken mounted on my wall. Well, I want to see when he's going to the next convention. I'm going to hand it to him and say, please, I beg of you, sign this. But here's the thing. You look at this trailer, you saw Will Ferrell for a moment, and yes, the memes are all over the place. I didn't have enough time to download any, but but yeah, one thing about the movie that was interesting was it gave us what you'd see a Barbie movie to be, but it didn't give me an idea of the plot. I went to Wikipedia, which
no, it didn't. It didn't give no idea of a Barbie.
Yeah, I noticed that too.
The stupid VHS movies had more plot than what this is making us think.
I know, like friggin' side note, if Kelly Sheridan doesn't have a cameo in this, I'm gonna be very disappointed. But so I looked on Wikipedia for a plot synopsis. They didn't have one.
So, no shit. Like again, what can you do with Barbie?
Well, that's simple. I went to Google.
Send her to the moon. I mean, the toys had more plot. They at least gave her a different career every time.
Barbie's like the Simpsons of toys. Like, she's done everything.
That's giving a lot. Yeah, I guess.
She was even a McDonald's employee.
Yep.
Yeah, she was.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't really what can you really tell? Because there's never been a full Barbie backstory or anything like that. Like, we're just meant to believe she is a well-off, educated woman in her own world that somehow has all these jobs.
But
how she has them, how she got them, is beyond us. I would love the movie to go over that.
Yeah, right. Okay. Well, I mean, she has a mansion. She clearly is getting a lot of jobs to pay for that mansion. I mean, come on.
There's several things. Remember, she has a beach house. She has a mansion. She has a yacht.
How many cars? Okay, so here's the deal. I did look up a plot though. Are you ready for this?
Bring it on.
After being expelled from Barbie Land for being a less than perfect looking doll, Barbie sets off for the human world to find true happiness.
Okay, so it's literally about the toy. They are
perfect. What? Okay.
Are they doing some sort of some bizarro world Toy Story thing?
I don't fucking know. I don't know.
What? Less than perfect. I want to know the perfect Barbie world first. That's supposed to be modeled after. A less than perfect Barbie. It's still Barbie.
Come on, Barbie, let's go party. When I can't,
no.
I'm on the side of Jablonski with this one now, because when I saw that trailer, I'm like, how can they not have that fucking song play?
Well, because no one really cares for it anymore. And also,
doesn't matter.
Really
no one gives a shit about Hootie and the Blowfish anymore, and yet somehow Post Malone still covers them.
Who gives a shit?
It wasn't Hootie. That was them. The Beach Boys, man. That was No,
I'm talking about this.
Them. Not many people really cared for Aqua. I know a lot like them, but only people like them because of the one song.
Yeah, no sorry, man. That was they're a one-hit wonder band waiting for Todd in the Shadows. Kuma's correct.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't care. It's still perfect for the movie.
They couldn't have.
Really.
I'm not trying to make them, famous, dude. I'm not trying to make them, career
I'm not trying to make them famous.
I'm not trying to bring back the career. I'm saying it's an obvious fucking choice.
Not really. We're only doing that just
because,
it's Barbie and a Barbie song.
Welcome to Ants, everybody, where we want to destroy Aqua's career.
They already destroyed their own career.
We gotta stop talking.
They're no longer relevant. They're already dead. They're no longer relevant. They're dead.
We gotta stop talking about this. I'm sorry. I just can't do this anymore. Anyway.
The only time Aqua into a conversation is when it's about Barbie, the damn song.
Exactly.
And no one gives a shit anymore about Aqua. Not really.
No one gives a shit about a lot of things. We'll still do it back, bring it back as retro.
We gotta stop. Barbie's gonna corrupt all of us if we keep this up. I'm not even gonna give you the release date on this.
You want to be Legally Blonde? Any movie that they try to make about Barbie, any iteration they try to go with, it's just gonna be a movie that's already been made, just with Barbie. That's it.
Yeah. We might go a little bit over time, everybody, but let's go on to the next thing here. E3 is officially canceled
for 2023.
Yeah.
Next story.
Okay, look, the deal with this, I want to know what your guys' thoughts on this. I know it was an inevitability. They were just prolonging the inevitable with all these people canceling out on it. But what would you say, what are your thoughts on this? Do you think it was, even before the COVID situation, it was already on a decline?
Yep.
We already went over this before.
Did we?
Yeah, when talking about it, just when we were talking about it when it was still up before cancellation and all like that, we were just saying we were already saying our thoughts on it before. So yeah, just it would be our same thoughts. It's just now it's canceled though, because my whole thing was if they were still on, I was hoping for them to be more of a indie development expo or something like that, like
Yeah, of
showcasing
course.
indie games, things like that.
Yeah, that's probably a good point. Yeah. Maybe I should go on to the next story.
I was gonna say, yeah, we've already talked about E3 and like it would be the same topic, just like now it's
Well,
canceled.
well, we have to. Well, that's going to be kind of a huge thing now. Now we have to find something to replace our E3 special.
Yeah, it's called Summer Games Fest.
Ah. Well, we got to do something there before San Diego Comic-Con. Anyway, let's move on to the last one here. Kuma, you brought me this story. School of Rock. School of Rock is a 2003 movie starring Jack Black, who forgets to pay the rent again, who poses as a substitute teacher and gets the kids to form a rock band and win a music competition. The music.
Poops. You were about to say poos.
What? What?
I heard it.
What?
I didn't even know what you said.
Yeah.
That you said. I didn't even hear you.
You didn't hear me?
I did.
No, I heard you. I just don't know what Cruiser said that you said because I was
Yeah,
like, what?
Cruiser, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, you sounded so low.
Something about me saying something about boobs. I don't know what. What is he doing?
I'm just listening to you, dude.
All right. The movie
Well,
later...
we were asking, what did you say?
Yeah. What are you saying? What did you think I said?
It sounds like you're about to say poo instead of paid.
No, I said he's just another character that forgets to pay the rent again.
And you first said poo.
Okay. The movie would later be adapted into a musical and a short-lived show on Nickelodeon. It's also one of I mean, I think you guys have seen the movie, no doubt.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And what are you guys' thoughts on the movie, first of all?
it's good.
Enjoyed it.
Yes.
It's basic stuff.
One of Daniel Ingram's face.
Really?
Yep.
It's funny, I still have
Man,
the
at the
album
time, I was
on
really going like, I feel like a school can't be this dumb
right?
for
You'd be surprised.
Yeah, you should see the ones that they're like. You should see the ones in the UK where
But
they have school on Saturday.
But I was gonna say that the school that he was at, they were a uniform school. Like they were I don't know, like an advanced school or anything like that, but like they were basically a private school, I assume, because like of how they're dressed and everything. They were all wearing like weird uniforms. I remember, right, something like that. But I'm just really going right here, going like, I feel like this shouldn't be allowed easily.
I will say up front, I do have the album. This was, I remember listening to this like all the time on my portable CD player when I was on the school bus, and
God damn, we were dating ourselves.
honestly, I commemorate the CD as actually my introduction into rock music, as well as appreciating like different bands that I didn't even realize were there. Like I didn't know who the Who was. I didn't know who the Ramones were. Where this kind of really got me an intro into like punk rock and rock as a whole. I know that sounds ridiculous, but hey, I'm a dumb kid, so why not? Kuma sent me this article. They're going to be having a reunion for the 20-year anniversary, which I think is cool. Jack Black went on to say, all those kids, dig this. They were 10 years old when we made that movie, and now they're all like 30. We're going to get together and have a 20-year anniversary. We like to jam. I'm looking forward to seeing all the grown-ups from School of Rock. I mean, everybody except for Freddie. May he rest in peace.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Isn't one in jail to also the guy who was the main guitarist kid?
I think he did do time.
After
What was that, Cruiser?
I think he did do time.
Yeah, drugs. But they're gonna be uploading photos and videos on social media. I don't have an exact date, but I think it'd be cool to see them excuse me. I would like to see them do a remake of the main theme with the School of Rock theme.
might be a thing they'll do. Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, I'd totally like to hear that there. But yeah, like I haven't seen the movie in a while. Really want to get into it again. But yeah, I would love to see those guys reunite for one more performance. Do a world tour. I don't care. They only did like 2 songs, but why not?
One of the things I remember in the movie was like Jack Black talking to, I guess, the kid that's the drummer in it. Where
Yeah,
like
Freddy.
he was hanging, he was hanging out with like the other some of the other bands and all like that, and Jack Black is really going like, these kids look up to you. It was like, dude, like you're like you're. I feel like you would know how bands certain people act and everything like that, and you're acting like this is new. Like I get like you don't want a kid to be around like this kind of influence of just like them drinking and whatever like that. But it's like, dude, that's that's a rock band or that's a band that's already established. They kind of have their thing going. Like for you to just go up to them and like just be like, kids look up to you. You should be an influence or something like that.
I know, right?
I
I
know,
don't
I'm
know.
just going like,
Yeah.
you're a wannabe substitute principal pretending to take this school on an actual field trip somewhere. I don't think you should be talking.
Exactly. Good old Dewey. Was that his name? Dewey Finn? Let me look that up.
Something like that. Yeah, I think it
Yeah.
was like Dewey. Yeah.
Yeah, it was Dewey Finn. Yeah, I remember. Shit. I want to say up front the band that he was a part of. I think it was called like No Vacancy. Um,
Yeah.
they both of their songs are on this soundtrack, and they're both fucking cool. Like Heal Me, I'm Heartsick. Listen to that song. It's actually really good. This whole album is pretty good. What else we got in here? Here, Substitute by The Who, Touch Me by The Doors, Sunshine of Your Love by Cream. Cream was on this? Oh my god. The Immigrant Song from Led Zeppelin, Set You Free by The Black Keys, Edge of 17 by Stevie Nicks, Growing on Me by The Darkness.
Is it the actual band song or is it like them like a cover of it?
It's the band song.
Okay. Like
Ballrooms of
no, because I
Mars.
remember that a buddy of mine trying to say like that's what their album because I didn't have it at the time.
Yeah, they only do one song that was a cover of another one. That would be A Long Way to the Top from by AC/DC. TVI by Wild
Like probably the
Rabbits.
only
My
one.
god. Or Wild Rats. I can't fucking. Oh, there's a Ramones song in here. Nice. It's a good album. You gotta put this on my.
I only know one song. I only know one song by the Ramones.
Is it Blitzberg Bob or
Yep.
or
Yep.
Hey Let's Go?
Yeah. No, yeah, you got it. Blitzkrieg.
Blitzkrieg.
Yeah.
Blitzkrieg.
Yeah. No, yeah,
Yeah.
I just can't. I just remember how to say it.
I don't know. There's like two names for
No,
that song.
that's it. Yeah, but it only one. People just know it as the Hey Ho song.
Yeah. Hey Ho. It's Blitzkrieg. But Cruiser, what do you refer to it as?
Blitzkrieg Bop. That's how I know it.
I don't know. I hate like even the Ramones have weird names for the songs. Like they have the song they have here. My brain is hanging upside down, aka Bonzo goes to Pittsburgh.
Clown.
And anyway, I digress. We'll keep. I'm gonna take a look into that. Actually, I want to see where it goes. So last weekend, Kuma and Jablonski saw the D&D movie, and all three of these schmucks saw the Super Mario Brothers movie. They wanted to give their thoughts tonight. I thought it would be interesting stuff. But before we begin, I'm just gonna throw this on here.
Hush, hush, hush. Here comes the bogeyman.
Okay, I'm gonna give you 5 minutes for each movie. I really gotta put a timer in here. You guys have fun. I'm gonna sit here and read this comic book.
I mean, like, what? Don't you want to listen? Like,
No, he probably isn't. So, okay, so Dungeons and Dragons movie, it was actually a lot more fun than I thought it was going to be.
mostly because I enjoyed it just because like I wasn't going in the mindset of just like how close knit to D&D are they making this, things like that. Which, in regards to the game specifically, like it's a few shout outs to it and all like that, but like the way that it works in their world, I like it.
Yeah, they kept it simple. It was a fantasy film first and a D&D movie after, which I think worked in its favor because in that way, people who are not familiar with the game can still enjoy it. Like, oh, that was a nice fantasy movie. And throughout this movie, I'm like, I was like, that's something a party would do. That's something a party would do. That's something my party would do.
Yeah, just like also the whole idea with I wasn't expecting it to also be like a heist movie as well too.
I kind of
Like
had a feeling it was gonna be.
no, I knew there was gonna be like some version of it, but I didn't expect it to be like this whole like we need to get a crew together to do this heist and all like that. I legit was thinking like this was gonna be like a full adventure at time, like at a point like we were gonna learn the characters and like go across the world kind of thing. I didn't think we were
Yeah.
gonna specifically stay in one spot at the time, but like it was still pretty sweet.
Oh yeah. Easily if without of all those moments, the one that made it feel like D&D the most was the entire graveyard scene.
Yes, yeah, that was perfect.
That was like that's D&D.
I
We
think the
can't
only
leave them
thing
like
that
this.
I feel like the only thing that they kept well too is like the item. Usually, an item like that would only allow you to do it maybe like 1 or 3 times a day until like the next day.
Yeah.
But like, I just love how they're like reanimating 5 different corpses just to learn information that like, oh, I gave it to this guy, he died. Oh, I gave it to that guy, he
He
died.
died. Oh, I gave this. I tried to give it to this guy. I died.
Right. I love
And my favorite bit was after asking 2 questions, like, you can't leave him hanging like that. All right. What's your favorite food? What's your favorite color? What's 2 plus 2? Oh, that's E4. There, happy.
What's your favorite book? Well, I've read so many. It's hard to pick a favorite. Like that's the DM just going like, I have no.
That and also Jonathan. that's a dungeon master. Fucking can't come up with a name.
Yeah, I was really going like Jareth. What the hell? Then like seeing he's an Aarakocra, I was like, I can kind of believe it.
Yeah.
But then
No,
also,
it's like just
what was
the escape of flying, of just grabbing Eric Cocker and flying out the window. I'm like, that's something my party would try to do.
Yeah, that was like a thing that's like the rule of cool would allow.
Yeah,
like,
that's rule of cool right there.
Yeah, because like I don't think an Aarakocra would have like the necessarily strength unless they are strong enough to carry people with them. Because like I can just see him. That's why I assume that's why he's like sliding, falling.
It's like, I shouldn't allow you to do this, but this sounds really awesome.
Yeah. If you roll well.
Yeah, if you roll well, you'll get it. And also, I love, and again, one of the most D&D things that come out of is when the dude was holding the daughter up with a knife by the throat, and to save the day was a fucking potato.
Yeah, it's a potato. Like that.
It's like that's like classic improvised weapon. It's like, oh shit, what do we do? I can't do anything.
Also,
like
playing it as watching characters. I'm literally right there in the mind of a DM and like as a player as well, just going like, all right, I want to read what abilities they have specifically for Holga. She has like Tavern Brawler or whatever. She has like she has improvised weapon with everything because like the scene where like she's taking weapons, just like taking whatever she has and throwing at it.
Yeah. And trying to think what else too was also the nod to the original animated series.
Ooh, oh yes, you saw them too.
Yes.
Thank you. I was wondering if that was them because like I was like, wait, hold on, they look like the very traditional looking.
It was them, and I assume that they're mindless zombies by now.
1 minute remains.
Yeah, because like you see like the kid or the guy that looks like the old style barbarian with like a loincloth style underwear and all like that.
They actually pointed that out in the fucking in a trailer for the movie with the old characters.
Oh, one of the things I also enjoyed is like the elaborate backstory of certain characters, specifically the cleric, or no, the paladin, because like they're saying like all the good deeds done and more. It's like he once fought a battle with my clan and did great. I was really right here going like, this guy cannot be that good, and then when we see him, it's just like, okay, I believe. He's that good.
Yeah, he's coming towards the rock. Is he going to go around it? Is he no? He's just going to go straight through it.
Oh, nope, he hops over it.
All right, guys, cutting you out there. There, give me some overall thoughts. Your final verdict.
Highly recommend. A lot more fun than it is, and I feel like the box office, the timing of its release did it dirty.
Yeah, I can do that. Oh yeah. Yeah, I highly recommend it as well. To like no need to not know about D&D to get into it. It's literally you watch it and just enjoy it.
If you like a fantasy film, you'll love this movie.
Excellent. So with that being said, let's move on to our next topic here, the Super Mario Brothers movie. Once again, I'm putting on the spoiler screen.
Hush, hush, hush. Here comes the boogeyman.
Okay, chap, 5 minutes.
Okay, for me, it's definitely good. It is. I do have some criticisms though. I thought with Peach, they made her too perfect. Like I want to see her earn that bravery and that skill set. Toad, I feel like you could have just gotten rid of him and the movie wouldn't have changed very much. And lastly, it's called the Super Mario Brothers movie, not Mario and Peach movie. I want to see the brothers together, but Luigi's gone for most of the movie. Because I think Chris Pratt and Charlie Day had good chemistry as the brothers. I want to see more of that. But it's still fun, don't get me wrong. And there's a lot of audio Easter eggs, so make sure you're paying attention. While there's plenty on screen, there's even more that you're going to be hearing. So make sure you brush up on your Mario music.
Or Nintendo in general.
Yeah,
and Nintendo games in general.
And would you say Bowser stole the show, or Jack Black stole the show?
Hands down.
Yeah, I gave it.
Hands down.
I enjoyed most scenes with Bowser.
Especially that song of his Peaches, 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 Peaches. That's someone actually put that song on Spotify.
Actual music video to that too.
Yeah, there is. Also, him and the wizard having just just being bros.
Oh, yeah, Kamek or that I like that bit. Because
the reenactment, the practice for the proposal.
Yeah.
In a fucking peach dress.
Yeah, I was also curious on that. It was just like, okay, I'll just happen to have one with y'all. Even the wig too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
you said that it would work. You're doing great.
Kamek is like a magic being of sorts, so I can believe use of magic and like that. But yeah, I actually like that, because we didn't really nobody really knows that much on Kamek really, unless you go deep in the lore of him or of them. I forget.
Did you guys spot Charles Martinet's cameo?
Yes.
Yeah, it's kind of hard not to. He literally does the whole thing right there in front of us.
No, because there was some guy in the restaurant who's playing an arcade game called Jumpman.
Yep.
That's him. It's hard not to notice that, especially when.
Okay, I thought you guys were talking about the spot in the commercial. I thought that's what you guys were talking about. Supposedly, he played Mario's dad too.
Yep.
He did the voice for him.
Good. I just wanted him to do more than just the woohoo or something like that. So I'm glad they gave him.
We talked about that before. Yeah, we talked about that before. It'd be cool if we did hear him more, but we mostly know him for doing the wahoo and all like that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And there are 2 post-credit scenes, if anyone's curious. But I will say the final one was a bit underwhelming, just because we saw other Yoshis running across the screen in the background.
It's sequel bait. That's really all it is. It's sequel bait.
That's all that
pretty
is.
Much, yeah. Yeah, pretty much. Although I have to give a lot of credit to the Mario Kart race scene on Rainbow Road.
I wish it was a real race, though. I wish it was a real race, though. That would have been more better.
No, you guys are missing the best part.
Which is
Donkey Kong.
Oh, well, that's before it. That's before it. We're talking about during the whole thing with that. No, yeah, I enjoyed that because like that was fun. You know, like they
That
even
was
gave
it.
a nod to the gang in the background as well too, where Diddy Kong is.
Like, shut up, Diddy Kong. Like, okay.
Oh, that.
You have Diddy, you have Dixie, and I forget the name of the big guy that was with them.
Funky Kong?
No, Funky Kong is the long
No,
arm orangutan one. I forget the big guy.
it's like Chunky Kong.
I
Cranky
don't
was
know, something
definitely
like that.
there.
But yeah, it was cool.
Uh,
No, yeah, he was the leader.
but and also just Mario getting the cat suit. It's like they turned him into a furry.
Well, that's in the game, so yeah.
I know, but I know, but just for some reason that came into my head. But all in all, definitely a good movie. For me, it's a 7 out of 10.
I did like the whole idea of like how like the power ups actually work in this world,
And the fact
for
that
him,
Mario hates mushrooms.
Oh, they had to
no,
eat a whole bunch of mushrooms.
yeah,
That fucking
yeah,
training
that was awesome.
montage.
30
Yeah,
seconds.
yeah, even from like the beginning, like in the beginning spot when like they're about to eat dinner, he was like mushrooms. I was like, oh, I get what they did. Ha, he's not gonna like mushrooms, so blah blah blah. Like I already saw that joke coming a bit. It was
Yeah.
funny, but like, eh. No, it's fun and everything. My favorite Easter egg was literally ringtone because it's the
Oh yeah, the
GameCube.
GameCube. Yeah.
Yeah,
All
like
right,
it was
overall
perfect. It was
final overall
for
thoughts.
him.
7 out of 10 is worth seeing.
7.5. Really, because of what pushed it to the what pushed the 0.5 was the Easter eggs. Especially if you're a Nintendo fan, if you're a Nintendo fan in general, you'll love pointing out the little Easter eggs to yourself. Like, oh, that's awesome. Oh, that they referenced that. Holy shit, they actually did that.
And Kuma?
So yeah, 7.5. I would recommend seeing it. It's a high matinee. I think you'll get your money's worth if you see it matinee.
See, I would give this more. I would give it an 8, but like I would also bump it up to a 9 just because like it is mostly like for fans and everything. Like if you just enjoy Mario and like want to have a more visual look of everything, or like just like knowing how the mushroom world or this world works in a way, it's pretty cool to check it out and all like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems like a good
Which
movie.
is like that was one of the big things I was interested in, is just like how the world is. Like I didn't know like Donkey Kong and all of them were the reasons for Mario Kart.
So it was I hear a lot about it being a fanboy movie, but
It is.
I heard
It totally is fan service.
It's the Aqua Teen movie of video games. There. Oh, there's the bell. You know what that means. It's time to play our favorite random game, the Random Top 5. I have a wheel set up right here as usual, and it's gonna be good. And we're gonna be good. For those of you who don't know, this is where we spin a wheel and someone has to answer a top 5 anything that comes up. So let's see who's the winner today. Today's top 5 speaker is it's the Concert Cruiser today. Okay, Concert Cruiser, tonight, your top 10 favorite fish. Go.
Mackerel, bass, halibut, sword, and shark.
Wow, you really answered that with no time flat. Congratulations, you won Diddly Squat.
This game sucks.
Cruiser has that one thing there. I like how you were able to just answer that like flat out. You make your father so proud.
I make your father so proud.
He's sadly not wrong. So, we had a big weekend this last weekend. Well, except for Jablonski, he wasn't there, but yeah.
Yeah. Is there any possible way that I can do this real quick?
What is it? What is that, candy?
No. Okay, so everyone knows that of my favorite holiday is Christmas. So everyone knows about the Hallmark ornaments, and they have
Stop lying. You're a Grinch on Christmas.
Bah humbug, fuck you. Okay, so anyway, Hallmark has a keepsake ornament club, and I'm like, I'll give it a
Nice.
shot. It'll allow me to get stuff early, and lo and behold, they actually send out these every year. They're called the Dream Box, and they have the magazine that has the ornaments that are going to be coming out this year and a whole bunch of other goodies. And what makes this especially different is that it's the 50th anniversary of this keepsake
specifically like
club.
Hallmark ornaments, or just like
Hallmark
different
keepsakes.
ornaments? Oh, okay.
And this box is supposed to have exclusive ornaments for members and a whole bunch of other crap. So, and I thought, at least some of this bit open, and I have not opened this myself as much as I've been wanting to, but life decided to be a bitch. So this is what apparently this is what I opened up to. It's like a little card.
How often do they send these?
They send the box only once.
Okay.
So
Okay, I
yeah,
was thinking
you'll get
like
these
monthly
apparently you'll get the box like mid early April. I've seen some people get them sooner.
Zeke.
So so this is the book for this year. And the cool part is that you're able to fill out a sheet, like a form, turn it into your local Hallmark, and they'll hold the ornaments that you have marked off.
Don't you mean hallmarked off?
So
funny.
This year, I got like a little deck of playing cards that have like ornaments throughout the years. So like this is one of them for this year. They have one from 2014. Whole bunch of these.
That's pretty cool.
So there's that. You get like a cool. There's this little pin for the 50th.
Mm-hmm. Sure is.
And I got like 3 exclusive ornaments. This one's going to my girlfriend. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It's a bird.
Okay.
A bird.
I got a little $5 coupon. I also got, this is a member exclusive. It's a little toy chest. And I got this exclusive Santa Claus.
Yeah.
Nice.
Jolly old Saint Nick, man.
Yeah. And I haven't seen anything in the book yet. But what was right back in here in the book?
I love the
one of the first things I'm going to put on my list is the Dreamcast. They got a Dreamcast ornament this year, and I'm trying to get the game consoles.
Nice. Oh, I like that idea. I like that idea.
Yeah, it's actually really nice. They already tell you what's in the box, but I wanted to do an opening. Anyways, let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna try to aim for the some of the special editions and the exclusives this year.
Nice.
They got. Yeah, I gotta look at the birds for my girlfriend.
Look up at the birds.
Yeah.
Is that her favorite Hitchcock movie? The Birds.
So they're going big. It looks like they're going big on the Christmas Vacation. Oh, I might actually get my hands on this one. Polar Express. And what they also do too is, if you look at the bottom, they'll have okay, camera, focus. Okay, so since my camera wants to be a dick, the bond they show when they're available for release.
Cool. Well, that sounds...
How long have you been part of it?
Huh?
How long have you been a part of the thing?
This is my first year, actually. I love getting ornaments, but I'm like, I'll try it, see if I like it.
That's pretty cool.
And yeah, and they're okay. Bright might like this one.
Oh dear, it's pun related.
Animaniacs.
Oh,
Nice.
it's
30th anniversary.
Sick. You got a lot going on there. Can't wait to see what you get.
Yeah, a bunch of Peanuts ones. Okay, so that's the form. I'll have to pluck that out.
It's worth mentioning here. Within the next couple of weeks, Jablonski and Cruiser will be doing an unboxing on our stream for, what was it, Linkin Park?
Linkin Park vinyl. I got the vinyl set. He wanted to be fancy and got the deluxe.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking nerd.
The Meteora 20th anniversary box set.
I heard of that.
A bunch of Disney ones.
I think Meteor is probably the album I listen to the most.
Ooh, the Aldrin Company. Nice.
So, I got a bag here of goodness from MegaCon. Kuma, did you get, but I want to be up here. Kuma, did you get that autograph you wanted at MegaCon?
No, apparently, like, if you didn't get like the QR codes offline, they only had like a limited amount of people that can go up to like sign up for an autograph. Because when I got there, because like I wanted to go get a Daredevil signed by Charlie Cox, like a Funko and everything. I got to the table, like little tables that are up front and everything, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I just wanna pay to stand in line to get an autograph." The woman literally goes, "Oh, do you have a QR code?" I was like, "Nah, sorry." And then he goes like, "Oh, then I'm sorry, we're sold out." I was like, "What? What? Like, I'm confused. Sold out for what? I'm paying you so I can stand in line. What am I paying for that you're sold out of?"
Oh my god.
I don't believe the man is out of autographs. His hands are still connected to him, I assume.
Sorry, man.
It's all good. It's all good. Plus, like next year, I'll like depending on who's there and everything like that. I also might try to get a VIP pass beforehand as well too. Because
he's going straight up VIP.
Shit, like okay,
Hallmark is going to drain my ass of money.
All appreciation to the people that run and like created MegaCon and all like that. Cool appreciation to them for making this con and having it go on for so long and all like that. But people organize shit, man.
Mm-hmm.
Holy.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry. Saturday, yeah, that was the most hectic. But regardless on that, like every other day, I want to say maybe like people were saying Thursday was okay. Getting there on Friday, walking around just a bit, that was nice. And even Sunday was like not as crowded, but still pretty nice. But like, wow, Saturday and everything else, dude, they need to literally either. No, yeah,
my money so bad.
like I'm not trying to be like part of that group that's like, oh, I'm not gonna go if like they don't improve things because like there's a lot of people that say that shit and they're still going, so whatever.
Yeah, it's like Disney World.
So, oh well, Disney World people can't really argue on that in general. They're just right there going like, you're just one voice arguing, it's a corporation that's right there making money regardless.
But
for con, yeah, they need to really like fix up. They need to fix more than and everything. I mean,
yeah, I know. But did you get anything at MegaCon?
Still fun. I bought some chocolate. I was some D&D stuff. I mostly try to like look for art, like in the artist alley, like or like meet like different people that create things or whatever like that.
Nice.
Some were okay, but like I didn't really buying much like I mostly bought like little snack kinda. I brought some over like for my sister to try. It was
Cool.
like some nice little chocolates that were nice, or it was like fudge or some
They were
chocolate, I
like
believe.
they were like homemade chocolate deals.
Something like that. There was a booth that had like
Oh,
whole like
you're not.
they had like a whole orange.
Yeah. We
They
went
were like
the fudge
yeah,
booth.
they were like long. Yeah, like it was like a long like they had like chocolate sticks basically.
Yeah. You and me went to that on in 2 year like I think it was MegaCon 2021.
Okay, that's where I was trying. Yeah, because I was right there going like I remember trying these. I just don't remember which one me
You're
and
like,
Erica got stuff like
yeah,
that.
you're like Evan. You gotta try this fudge. It was delicious.
Yeah, there was like several D&D like tables I was going to as well too, like just trying to like maybe get some dice and everything. But there was this. So hey, Jablonski, I don't know if you've seen this. It's a dice that's in like a coin of sorts. Like so, it's a circular dice that has like the numbers all around it and everything. And the way it works is like you're meant to like spin it around. Like there's a bead inside of it. You spin it around and like I guess hold it or something like that, or like put it down and like it's meant to work like a roulette table, I guess.
Oh,
Like
I've
where
seen those.
yeah, that was that to me. That's just kind of cool to look at, but that like the gimmick of it, I would just rather go. I don't see the point because it took me a while to try and find the ball. I was just like, wait, which one is it at? And it was like, okay, it's right here at the 10. Okay. But what was cool though is like after I was done with it, I was like, it's a cool gimmick. And like I literally like tossed it up. It did 3 flips. It landed right there on its side. The guy was going like, I was like, all right, I'm done. I'm out. Bye. I was just like, I'm done. I need to leave. I need to go do something cool.
I won MegaCon.
That was, yeah, but like that was so much fun. I was just like, I wish we videoed that.
Yeah. It sounds like you had a good time.
But no, yeah, I just like going to cons to go to them. I didn't take photos or everything, but like, I also didn't want to be that person that's just like, hey, can I get your photo? And then like, block half the aisle.
Oh yeah, there you go. There's all kinds of people's ways to attend cons. Like
No, yeah,
like me,
I was having fun.
like me, my girlfriend and I. It was
Show your
it was my girlfriend's first MegaCon. She had a lot of fun. I had to help out at Bruce's booth a little bit with Cruiser and Brony. Which again, Cruiser, I want to thank you very much for taking your time to help out Bruce, especially during my time there, and my lack of voice. You're amazing. Cruiser was a director.
Oh, fancy.
Cruiser.
Yeah,
Stand
listen.
here and stay.
Well, it was actually funny because the first 2 days I had mid-con crud. I was coughing mucus, and my voice was gone. And like the second day when I had to help out Bruce's booth on Friday, my voice was slowly deteriorating. Cruiser can vouch for me on this. My voice, I sounded like fucking.
Oh yeah.
I sounded like. Cruiser, you're a music expert. What rock star did I sound like?
The Shags.
Horrible example, but okay.
Mhm.
No, they were bad at singing. I mean, which rock star did I sound like more after talking?
Ed Kroger.
Yes. Sure, I'll go with that. But I still had some time there. I got my premium pass. I'm going to be getting it this year. It's called the Ultimate Pass this time, and I got the cool bag with the Superman print on it. Very nice, very nice. And let's see what I got. I'm going to set it down here because I'm not going to hold this whole time because I got some cool shit. I got this cool print of Harley Quinn. I'm actually kind of disappointed because they had another print I wanted to get of Harley Quinn and the Joker dancing in a rain of cards. But it's pretty cool. I like getting these lithographs.
Can you put like the face closer? I can barely see the face.
Oh yeah, sure.
design.
Sorry, I keep forgetting I'm not looking at my regular camera.
Okay, yeah, I think I saw that one. Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. What it also came with was this cool mystery machine, handmade by robots, the Knit series. So it's a knitted version of the mystery machine. And it glows
cool.
And it glows in the dark. I like when I get these things from MegaCon. It's really cool stuff. Like they sometimes have like Disney collectibles and everything. It's cool. And it also came with this comic book. Now, I don't usually go for comic books, but this is cool because despite the cover, this is an entire reprint of the original Action Comics 1. All the illustrations, all the articles. It's like sick. It's the original Superman story all done here. And I think that's really cool. Especially how that... I thought this was just going to be a regular, like, generic Superman story, but I didn't know, like, another Action Comics deal, but yeah. That's really cool. I was reading that when they were doing the Mario Bros. I was impressed by this, of every detail that was thrown in there. For personal items...
I want to try and start a comic book collection, maybe.
I got some starters if you want. I got a box of comics if you want to take a look at them.
Really, but I don't know who I would probably try to collect because like you really like depending on who you're picking and all like that to start a collection on everything.
Yeah.
You gotta look up their first origin, their first appearance, their collaborations, things like that, and like don't even get me started on like other artist renders and all like that because holy shit.
Also, I got these cool shades.
Oh yeah, I'm showing them off.
Let me see. Let me pull it on. This is awesome. Got the battery. Sick.
They're what we call seizure goggles.
I can actually change it to them. I control it with my iPhone, but apparently I think I can go through some of the different stuff there.
Yes.
It's good stuff. I love it. I actually got a cool picture of Cruiser wearing this. Even he was interested in it.
Mm-hmm.
Sarah got a matching one. Oh, that was a cool one. I like that one.
I thought of buying like the mask one where like you can
I was
the image on
debating on getting the mask.
It's really cool to me. I really like that one.
This one or the mask?
Just because the mask, like I also like from thanks to Watch Dogs 2, there's like a character in there that has like the mask and like they have like the spike mask and like the changing eye one, so that's cool to me as well too.
Yeah.
But like I like the full LED mask and everything.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, I can actually make my own designs. I can make it show the sound bars for my music, which is pretty cool. It's like I'm watching an 8-bit version of Tour de France. But anyway, but that wasn't the big highlight. The big purchase. I think you guys already saw it, but I'm going to show it on the stream. The biggest purchase, aside my autographs, was this baby. My newest addition to my mask collection. Get a load of this.
Oh, yeah.
This thing is sick. Comes in 3 parts. Press the button, you get Vader breathing. What's even cool is if you there are 4 parts to this, right? The headpiece, the mask, and the neck piece. The neck piece comes in 2 things where you have to unstrap the back. If you take this part off, it makes a noise, but it then switches to him wheezing, which is pretty cool. The level of detail in this is amazing.
But it has one flaw though.
And yeah, there is one flaw to it. Like most things in the blacks, in that there is no voice changer. Now, I'll give the Black Series one fair shot there that each thing usually comes with a physical and a technical feature. The physical feature being the details and the different like realistic looks from the original property. But no, this begs for a voice changer. Really does. Hell, the Stormtrooper mask had one, but it wasn't even that good. It was more or less a tone to Darth Vader, but you know, it's still cool. This is the Kenobi mask. This is the one from Obi-Wan Kenobi. I'm thinking about getting the other one soon. Hopefully, I'll have both of them at the same time. If you don't know, the difference is the Kenobi one has like a silver mask here, as you can see. Do you see that, how it has like that silver tint?
Yeah.
The other one is just completely black. Both of them are really cool. I got a good shot of my dad wearing it. I'll post that probably on the Shades Light CO's Twitter afterwards. And lastly, my autograph count. Here we go. Sam Raimi, who I also got a picture with. Garrett Hedlund of Tron. I also got a picture with him with our buddy Raul. And of course Steve Burns. That guy was a saint. He was a real saint. There was a guy in line to get Steve Burns' autograph, right? And he brought his own miniature thinking chair that he said, I had this thing since I was 1. And then he got just to get signed by Steve.
Kind of surreal that he's doing cons.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, but when I walked up to him, the first thing I said to him, the first thing that came out of my mouth, how you doing, old friend?
And what'd he say?
He said it's good seeing you again. Because I was that kid shouting at the screen.
Yeah, I was too.
Yeah, we're all friends with Steve.
Did y'all see the interview that he did for? I forgot what con he was at, but like where he was talking about how they were doing the hiring process for Blue's Clues at the time.
I think
Oh,
so.
I've seen clips of those.
Yeah, I've seen clips.
Yeah, it was between him and like a couple of like more handsomer like guys and all like that. So they did like a whole test screening and all like that. Like they did one of him and then like one of like them doing the whole like where's the clue and all like that. Apparently, the way that the other guys did it, it wasn't that interactable, or like it didn't like the kids didn't seem to want to interact with them or something like that. But when Steve did it, they wanted to like help him out and all like that, like where he said like where's the clue and all like that, and like all the kids are just right there going like there, like literally helping him out and all like that.
What a saint.
I think there's something about Steve, at least back when he was doing the show, that already came off childlike.
Yeah, he does look like a little kid, honestly. Like
Yeah, like I didn't see anything.
Oh yeah, right here.
Like, yeah, like I didn't see like if you think back on it, like they did have like people in certain shows, like certain other shows, like on like for Disney and all like that, when they would have like the host be like a more like younger, or like just like someone that's trying to be like more relatable and all like that, like
Yeah.
for whatever generation. Yeah, for this one, I felt like they like for Steve, it was mostly just like I don't know, you wanted to help like
The guy needs some help and you want to help him. But what was cool is that there was one question I never got to ask him. I was trying to go to his panel, but I couldn't because I didn't have time. And it was this one thing. There is an urban legend. I'm going to get to Cruiser's stash in just a couple of moments. There was a legend, or not a legend, a rumor that when they brought in Joe, I don't know Joe's real name, but Steve had and him ran through the whole show that they were introducing him in, and apparently both of them were avid, like to do impersonations of Christopher Walken.
Oh, I know that story.
And apparently somewhere in the Nickelodeon archives they just wanted to goof around and they did an entire episode of Blue's Clues doing Christopher Walken impression the entire time. And I wanted to ask.
I want to see that.
I know. I wanted to know. Like I didn't even want to see it. I just want to confirm that it's true from him. That's what I want to know. I never got the chance. Can you imagine? It's like, we are looking for Blue's Clues. We are looking for Blue's Clues because you're really smart and stuff. Oh my god.
Evan, you keep talking because I need to actually get my stash off the wall.
Sure.
stash.
We just got a letter. I wonder who it's from. I'm gonna reach into the mailbox and pull it up and lift it up and look at the weird TV screen. I guess it's a letter from my friends. I mean, I don't know these kids, but I guess they're my friends now.
Pop.
I'm gonna go over to the picture frame and see these guys. They're made of felt. Apparently these are my friends too. What are they called? The felt friends? It sounds more racist, but why not? How you doing, fell
You know
friends? I'm
who-
gonna go in there and jump in the painting and stuff. Blue skidoo.
You know who I want to see in
We
a
can
You know who I
too.
want to see in a buddy cop movie? You know who I want to see in a buddy cop movie?
Who?
Just for the hell of it.
What?
Christopher Walken and freaking Nicolas Cage. I want that. I'm putting that in the world. I want that to be some sort of buddy cop movie or just something where they're working together.
Just Christopher Walken and Nicolas Cage.
Yeah, something because like I feel like either we get the full Cage and like a bit of Christopher Walken, like voice and everything like that, or we get like all of Christopher Walken, like Nicolas Cage,
Yeah.
just like working
Hey
off of that.
Nicholas, how are you feeling today? Oh, I'm feeling really good. Good, you know what I'm saying? Saying I actually
Brussels a
really
bear.
don't. Did I tell you I was a pirate once? I couldn't remember my lines. Oh really?
Oh, really?
I don't even have a
your
script half
bear.
the time. I know that feeling. I sound more like Shaquille O'Neal than Nicolas Cage, but why not? Oh, I don't know. Shaquille O'Neal sounds more depressed. Anyway, Cruiser, you got your stash up here, so let's take a look at that stash.
Okay, I'll go by this in order from what I got here. The first on the list, I stopped by the Mario people. Now, I already had Charles Martinet and Peach, but I didn't have Bowser, which I thought like, okay, this already looks badass. But the thing that kind of
I was
surprised
about
me,
to say that is a sick art thing.
yeah. But what I thought was, yeah, I'm trying to post it so that the light doesn't get in the way. There we go.
Yeah, like that.
Yeah, but oh, careful.
That is nice lighting.
All right, thank you. And the thing is that I guess I'm not that surprised that they brought in a voice actor to do a roar or just a roar as Bowser because he doesn't really talk much. And I asked him, if Bowser did speak, how would you make him sound? And he actually did a demonstration for me. He showed me how he would sound if he actually got to talk. And I asked him, how do you feel about the movie and being replaced by Jack Black? And he goes, I could have saved them millions of dollars because I would have done it for SAG scale. But that's Hollywood. But on the other hand, like I said, Jack Black stole the show. I'm sorry, dude. He was great. So then, my mom actually got me this Mario toy, and I thought, okay, what am I going to do with this? Well, have him sign it, of course. I brought this for Charles Martinet to sign. And the one thing I was curious to know about, I was curious to ask him was he weary about the movie because Mario tends to speak in sound bites and not full dialogue. And he actually revealed to me that when he's in the studio, he actually does talk as Mario in full sentences. It's just in the games where they use the sound bites. So he is meant to talk in full dialogue. And the other thing, too, is that I was the guy who actually dragged Charles Martinet over to Bruce's booth on the last day of the con. And I can't help but find this a little bit funny because apparently I was the worst employee, or not. Me and Brony, I was the one who came in last until I got Charles Martinet over to the booth. I'm like, who's number one now, bitch?
I find that really, really amusing because last year, when Bruce was making, I think it was All Might, before we go, I said, okay, look, dude, this is MegaCon. There's a huge chance you're probably not going to get anybody at your booth because of how big these guys are going to be with their schedule and everything. It's like a more fast-paced con and everything. He's like, yeah, I know. But no, he defied the odds and actually got them there, which I thought was impressive.
Yeah, him and James Kinney, the voice of Bowser.
Yeah.
But he actually already knew Bruce from his
Oh, yeah.
Bowser balloon.
Yeah, that's right. Bruce, he showed it to him on that one con he was at. I forgot about that.
And the voice actress for Peach, I mean, I didn't get her to the booth, but she went there voluntarily without any of us really knowing it was her because she had a photo of the booth on her phone.
Oh my god, I didn't even know. That's cool. All the Mario people saw it.
Yeah. So anyway, moving on. Tara Strong was my next pick, and I'm going to tell everyone right now, Just like the rest of us, Tara Strong does not like G5 either. She doesn't get what they're doing with this thing. But I had, things for her to sign. The first was those MLP Magic the Gathering cards they released. She's on one of them. Now
So fucking jealous.
Yeah, now I need to get Tabitha St. Germain to sign the Rarity and Nightmare. Yeah, Rarity. Yeah, Nightmare Moon ones. Then I pulled out the superhero box set for her to sign. Yeah, I obviously need to get started on all the others. But then I pulled out the big one, and even her handler had to take a picture of this.
Sick.
The only one I'm missing is Ashley Ball. As soon as I get her to sign this every single pony on here has a signature. That's the last one I need.
Stunning.
And as I was talking with Tara about G5, I said what I find weird about G5 is this, because the movie was entertaining. I liked it.
Yeah.
However, the villain's name is Sprout. That's my dad's nickname.
What?
And he's also a cop. Yes, and my dad was also a cop. It was written by GM Barrow, who I had worked with at a previous pony convention. And she kind of stopped writing, went, huh? Did she take any ideas from me?
How did your dad react to that? I gotta know.
He said policemen are supposed to be blue. This guy's red.
I was about to say, knowing your dad, he was either gonna give a smart ass remark, he was gonna be bummed, or he was just gonna go like, "No, I'm done. I have no son."
At first he went, "What?" Like everyone else is like, "Wait, did this lady actually take inspiration from my son?" That's.
Yeah. But...
did she? I doubt it, because I don't know if I ever gave that information to her. But I just find it to be a very bizarre coincidence.
Anyway, what other autographs did you get?
Okay, and now moving on to the last thing I was able to get, well, so to speak.
This is awesome.
My Cobra Kai poster. Now, meeting William Zabka, I actually have a story for this. And everyone has been applauding me for the story. I was in line to meet him, and the line was capped off at me. In the VIP line, apparently because I'm ADA, I have access to VIP. So no one can get in the VIP line or the general admission line. At the end of the day, that's it. And then here comes this family who couldn't afford his autograph, but they still want to meet him. They were told earlier, that's fine, just come back when the line isn't so busy. So they leave and they come back, and now they're being told they can't get in the line. They said it's the end of the day, things are winding down, and they have to get through all these paying customers. Their little boy was with them, and he is crying. I'm talking tears rolling down his cheek. The parents are trying to console him. And I just go, "You are with me." Yank! And pulled him in. And the parents are shocked. They're looking at me. They're looking at the con staffer, and the con staffer goes,
"He has diabetes. I can't do anything."
He goes, like, he's with a paying he's with a paying party. Go right in. And the boy is thrilled. The parents are hugging me. They're thanking me. And even his friend was with him, who I'm guessing these boys were like roughly 10 years old. Nice. And they had just started karate. And that was before they even saw the show. So they get up there to meet Will. The parents are telling him what I did. And all their son wanted was for Will to yell at him. And he goes like, because in the first season, he was known for yelling quiet at people. And he goes like, "You want me to yell at you?" "Yes." "What do you want me to say?" "Quiet! And the boy is giddy as a schoolgirl. So what does Will do? He signs his shirt for free.
Nice.
Him and his buddy. And I'm looking at his parents going, "You know he can never wear that thing again, right?" And Will goes, "No, you wear this thing. You wear it." And like, "No, you seriously got to get a frame for this thing. Okay, you understand that, right?" And then Will looks over at me and says like, "That was really sweet what you did." And I told him, I work at a hospital, and seeing kids upset or scared, it's crushing. And the kid and his family, they weren't coming back the next day, and I did not want him to go home with a bad memory. So I found a legal loophole. And he shook my hand and thanked me for my service. And I told him I find it a little ironic that your character is trying to one-up Daniel LaRusso, like he wants to be the one on top, and yet you're the one who had the bigger line. He goes, really? I gotta call my mom!
It's funny because like I actually took a page out of your book to help my girlfriend get friggin' who was that one guy in Scream? Matthew Lillard.
What'd you do?
First of all, I'm gonna make this quick because I know we have to go to the final five. So my girlfriend, I
still have more stories.
You're gonna have to make it quick, dude. Okay, I'm gonna go to you because we gotta wrap it up, man. It's like past the final five time.
Okay. Next, I met Daniel LaRusso himself, Ralph Macchio, and I told him, okay, being a music geek, I gotta ask, what's Steve Vai like? He was like, oh god, not only a consummate gentleman, but he's so unbelievably fast on this thing, meaning a guitar, that you wonder, is this even real? And like you see these kids who are getting so cocky, and here's Steve Vai going, get back in line, kid. Like he's good at grounding people who think they're getting too britches. Then I met Sensei Kreese, or Martin Cove, and I originally wanted him to write one of my favorite lines on here, which is, the real story has only just begun. He signs my poster and goes, okay, that's a little too long of a line. That's going to ruin this thing. But here, I'll do this for you. And I'm guessing the Comic-Con god saw what I did with that kid, because he gives me a freebie and writes that line. Yeah.
Sick, man.
Yeah, so, yeah. And I asked him, I know you're a fan of guns, but how hard is it being a gun owner in Los Angeles? It's like, well, I actually don't live in Los Angeles. Oh, really? Yeah, I live in Nashville. At a cemetery. It was April Fool's Day, so I'm guessing he made that. But still, I mean, I thought he was just a generic tough guy. That's what I thought he did in Hollywood. But no, the guy's a legitimate actor. He was going in and out of character for me. So that impressed me. And then I met the actor who played Hawk. You guys sign down there? And I had a question for him. I told him my favorite fight scenes are the ones that you guys do in one take. The oneers, that's what we call them. Yeah, the one you guys did at the school, though, once the camera passed you, were you still fighting off screen, or did you guys just move over to your next marker? Like, oh, we just moved over to our next marker. I said, really? Because I would have thought it would have been easier to stay in character that way if you kept fighting off camera. He says, it is, but we do not have that kind of stamina. You know, those fight scenes, choreographed or not, still take a lot of air out of you. So once the camera passed us, that gave us a chance to take a break. And once this camera starts getting closer to us, we realize, oh shit, we gotta start fighting again. And they start fighting just before the camera hits them, which surprised me. I thought they were still fighting off screen. But it's sad that the show is coming to an end after 6 seasons, but I'm glad we got it. I just hope they do some spin-off movies or series with these kids, because I love this show.
Anyway, we're a little well past the final 5 hours, so I'm just going to move on to the last segment with Kuma. I want to thank you guys for joining us for our return of Ants. Next week, we are going to be covering the news from Star Wars Celebration in Europe. Look forward to that. And yeah, so we'll be ending tonight with our usual little segment of Kuma's Quote of the Week. Stand by and see you next time.
Yay. So, didn't really come up with the quote because I've been busy helping family out because my sister, her baby, and everything. I would just say that's been fun. Everything. I've I thought of maybe going with like some sort of like Uncle quote or something like that, or like something from
Okay.
from TV or something like that. But like, no, I couldn't really come up with anything. But like, no, yeah, I just want to say like, so tiny. I hope she grows up to be an amazing little one for now. But like when she grows up, I hope she finds her way. That it's just another one I'm gonna look out for. I'll end it off with from all of us here at Ants. Happy Easter, and remember, eggs come from rabbits. Bye.
It's the end of the show, so don't blow it. It's the end of the show, so don't blow it. It's the end of the show, so don't blow it. End it right.
My life is a bacon-wrapped hell